When a guest clicks on your listing, the photos are the very first things that they scroll through. If your best features are buried halfway down, guests are never even going to see them. Let me show you the exact order of photos that get you clicks and bookings. Airbnb gives you the first 5 slots of your photos on your listing page, and those are your biggest opportunity to sell the kind of experience that you are offering guests. Okay, here is this townhouse in Ocean City, Maryland. You'll see that it's got 5 photos, and the first, the biggest, is their hero shot. This is the most important photo because it's the one that shows up on the broad listing, and this is the photo that will drive the clicks. So you want this to be your best photo. For that photo, you want to emphasize whatever your best amenity is, or what the biggest benefit is that guests have when they stay in your property. If they are going to get an expansive view of the mountains or of the beach, you want to emphasize that in your hero shot. Or if you've got this amazing hot tub or an outdoor theater, you want to take a shot of that. Anything that conveys what the biggest benefit is, that is what you want to capture in your hero shot. The second photo, you want to show a space that guests will inhabit. Your second photo, it really depends on what kind of stay you are hosting. If it's a 1-bedroom for travelers or a vacation rental for groups, those are different kinds of stays. So if you're doing a 1-bedroom for travelers, they want to be comfortable when they sleep. So your second photo should be of the bedroom, and it should really display the comfort, the peace, and the quiet of that space. If you've got a vacation rental for groups, you probably want to emphasize a space where everyone can gather comfortably and have fun. So if you have an outdoor theater, or if you have an amazing living room that's got really comfy couches, that should be your second photo. Your third photo, you want to show a space that every guest is going to use, such as a kitchen or a bathroom. And again, it really depends on what kind of stay you are hosting. For that 1-bedroom for travelers, they may not be cooking a ton, so a kitchen shot may not make sense as your third photo, but they will have to get ready in the morning for work, so you'll want to show that the bathroom has all of the amenities that they need and is a clean and inviting space. So that could be your third photo. For the vacation rental for groups, well, they're probably all going to want to cook and gather together, so taking a shot, an expansive shot of the kitchen, is probably a really good third photo. And then your remaining shots, you want to capture key amenities. What are some things that guests can do specifically at your property? For that vacation rental, let's say it's in a lake town and you have lakeside access, then you probably want to show a photo of the pier and perhaps boats. For that 1-bedroom for work travelers, perhaps you have a workstation that makes that space more usable for guests. Those should be highlighted in your 4th or 5th photos. So after you've captured all of those spaces, next you want to capture details. Make sure that guests get a sense of all of the different spaces of the home, but they certainly don't need 5 different photos of the living room and each space. A wide shot and then maybe 1 detail shot to capture a specific amenity in that space is more than enough. After you've captured the interior of the home and those key amenities, you want to capture some exterior shots so that guests know when they arrive to the space what they should expect. And you want to give them context for parking, as well as the front door and the overall location and neighborhood. There are 3 common mistakes that brand new Airbnb hosts make with their photos. The first is that they lead with close-ups instead of wide shots. Remember, you need to capture the overall experience, and you can leave details for later. The next mistake that new Airbnb hosts make with their photo order is that they leave out key amenities, or they order them way too far down. Remember that you've got limited time to capture attention, so if there is a key amenity that you offer, move that up in your photo order. The third mistake that new Airbnb hosts make when it comes to photo order is repeating the same angle or the same room far too often. You really don't need more than 2 shots of a single room to give guests a good idea of what they can expect. Some quick pro tips here are to use natural lighting where possible, and if you can, capture some of those outdoor spaces at golden hour. That's either right at sunrise or just before sunset when the natural light is nice and soft. And this works especially well if you have outdoor amenities and string lights. You can really capture a magical moment by doing it at golden hour. Your photos are your storefront. Order them so that guests immediately see why your space is worth booking. For more tips for brand new Airbnb hosts, hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you know when my next video publishes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.